it going?
Yep. Hello and welcome to the Cannabis Market Watch on the World Cannabis Network. My name is Larry Charles, here with you today from Denver, Colorado. I'm with MMJ Business Solutions. MMJ Business Solutions is a real estate brokerage that handles the buying and the selling of dispensaries, real estate, and the licenses that are associated with the cannabis industry, if you will, here in Colorado. I'm here to help those entrepreneurs, investors, consumers in Colorado, in Washington, around the country, and even around the world, help them to receive credible, relevant information on the cannabis industry here in Colorado, which I work in personally every single day. I believe that there's a lot of information out there, a lot of noise, a lot of in the background, if you will, and a lot of people ask me how many real opportunities exist for me to get into the cannabis business. Larry, what is the best way for me to get into the business? And so what we did is we created a segment called So You Want to Get Into the Weed Business. And what that's going to do is what I'm going to help viewers like yourself understand is the different avenues to get into the cannabis industry initially. I broke it down into two basic categories. That's passive and operational. And throughout these episodes, I'll go into depth on the different levels, if you will, definitions of what a passive and what an operational investor is. So, for example, a passive investor would be someone that, say, so in Colorado, to be an owner of a license, you have to have a 2-year residence, or you have to be a resident for 2 years here in the state of Colorado. A lot of the phone calls I receive are from people that are out of the state, and you can invest in the cannabis business if you're out of state. You just cannot own a cannabis operation if you're out of state. So an example of a passive marijuana investor would be someone that, let's say they own the real estate, for example. They would own a passive interest in the marijuana business. So they own the real estate, but they're not involved in the day-to-day transaction of the business. Which leads me into the next topic, an operational business owner. Now, they would have to get approved. They would have to get vetted by the Colorado Department of Revenue, which is also the Colorado Marijuana Enforcement Division. And an approval is you can't have any felonies, any drug or crime-related felonies. There's an extensive checklist and application process that people have to go through with the Marijuana Enforcement Division. When people call me and ask me how to get into it, I recommend that the first thing, if they're an operational, they want to say, hey, Larry, I want to actually own it. I want to grow it. I want to cut it down. I want to sell it, do the whole thing. I say, well, the first thing you should do is talk to an attorney. And what an attorney is going to do is he's going to help you with the paperwork process involved with becoming an owner in the cannabis business. Look at a marijuana license very similar to a liquor license. There's a finite number of them, especially here in the state of Colorado. The state has been very selective with who they issue those licenses to and where they issue them to. You have to understand that state follows local authority. So if you get a City of Denver license, you now have to take that license to the state of Colorado, and now they have to get you approved. So you have to get approved on two levels, that's local and state, to get approved. So a lot of people don't understand the nuances of how to get maneuver in and out of the business. You can go check out our website, www.mmjbs.com. We have several listings that are available for sale. They've already been vetted. They're already approved for sale. So what I want to do is I want to help viewers and listeners really understand the process for this particular segment of getting into the marijuana business, whether you want to be a passive, like I mentioned before, which is let's say you own the real estate, or you just become a stakeholder in it and you want a percentage of the company. Or you want to be an operational person where you're there on the day-to-day basis. We can help you do both of those. Click the link at the bottom. That goes right to our website. Once again, it's mmjbs.com, www.mmjbs.com. My name is Larry Charles. Look out for me on the Cannabis Market Watch being aired on the World Cannabis Network. Thank you, and have a great day.